Hi, hello, and welcome to the Oracle Councilorship, brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Serene Priestess of Flow. Oracle today. We have some guidance today from the ancestors. I don't quite know the origin because the way my spirituality works is I'm actually crowned to the mother and the father side. So it could be humanity, really. I had to go grab a torch. It could be humanity, really, honestly. Like the Oshun and the Ochosi for me are the chiefs, so I don't know what's up. um, my spirits don't come for me on this day. This is normally my day off, but it was my personal ancestors, and they said, "We have a mofo. We have a mother effer." So we're gonna see what this is about. I do have a little bit of a story here. I'm hoping I have the opportunity to shuffle more. Okay, and we'll go ahead and figure out what's going on. I mean, I have a lot of information, but it's not really, I don't need to tell my business. Let's see what the business is. And we'll go ahead and get that. If anything that is said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. And let's see where we fit in here. The energy that I'm getting is somebody is kind of wishy-washy or has some kind of game playing. And I'm coming up against a lot of toxic Scorpio energy. So let me just say, I don't think every Scorpio is toxic. Don't do messy. This is not going to work for me. Thank you. Not every Scorpio is toxic. It is a problematic sign, and all they need to do is mature. Scorpio and Capricorn are some of the most karmic signs of the zodiac because they have like what's called a heavy lifting duty. Okay. So there's a misnomer. A lot of people are just scared of Scorpios. Yeah, Scorpios can be scary. I'm actually more scared of a Capricorn because they're a gatekeeper. They're holding power that they're never going to tell you to your face. Scorpio deals with the underworld, and it means monsters. Not every monster is ooga booga. Not every monster is scary. We have the Emperor. So I was getting a little bit of a distorted or toxic masculine. Now, when you have the Emperor and the Sun, okay, so this is somebody else's energy. When you have the Emperor and the Sun, it can't talk about masculine beauty. We've had to either leave them out in the cold or they're kind of untouchable or something has, I'm hearing the word debilitated. I was going to say degraded or destabilized. Okay. So again, we have a very attractive masculine. This means masculine beauty, or it can be Sun in Aries. It could also be the midheaven, which would be Capricorn rising. Dut, dut, dut. Okay. So I was talking about Capricorn, and there we go. There we go. I attract personally a lot of Capricorn, Scorpio Capricorn energy. So then we have this Ten of Pentacles. So we might be getting that bag or having a glow up, a blow up in some kind of way, and somebody else is feeling left out. Now we might need to leave somebody out, or somebody might have tried to leave us out in the cold. Because what I'm seeing a lot in the practice when people come towards me, okay, is this. Let me check the time. Un momento, por favor. Set timer for 22 minutes.
22 minutes, counting down.
So I'm seeing a lot of, mostly women, excuse me. I'm seeing a lot of women come towards, or I'm seeing a lot of people come towards me, and what we find out when we look at the record or their record, or we take a peek, is they were attached to somebody. That person got kind of maladaptive, misaligned, maybe even malevolent, malignant. And it happens where they need to be out of that agreement. Typically, this would be a twin. Okay. We don't end up with every twin. There's actually about 12 people on the planet that are vibrationally significant to each other enough to become a twin. Okay. meaning there's usually about half a dozen, give or take one or two, that we can get matched up to. It depends on our energy vibration. It depends on the timeline that we're on. It also depends on our geographic location, to be honest, and our purpose, the calling on our life. That's just what that is. Okay, so now there's something happening where we got unassigned from one twin and got assigned to another one. Because if you're chosen, you typically have a kingdom spouse. You're matched up. We all come in pairs. There's a reason for that. The technology is it requires framework to elucidate, to transmit. Okay, so what's happening? I'm seeing this happen a few times where the feminine typically has the purse strings, not always the cash money dollar bills, but since her womb is a portal to creation, typically when the masculine meets the feminine, it's like she multiplies him. But the masculine also is a seed for the feminine, okay? So just because there's a lot coming through here. So why don't we get this message? Could we have Scorpio here too? And we didn't have Capricorn come out, but if a person's midheaven is in Aries, that would mean that the midheaven is the top of the chart. That would mean that the beginning of their chart, also known as the rising, also known as the ascendant, is Capricorn. 10 signs away from Aries is Capricorn. Excuse me. 10 signs away from Capricorn is Aries. I went the wrong direction. So if the masculine leaves, typically the masculine will be having a downgrade. If the feminine leaves, typically the feminine will be having an upgrade. That's how the energy works. Now, sometimes you meet a distorted feminine. I don't want to say that that's a blanket statement. It's not an absolute is what I'm saying. It's just how the energy normally works. And here's the situation. If you are a true, genuine divine masculine, you will come across a few Jezebels and Delilahs. And what'll happen is you'll see a real divine masculine will have an exception or two in their life. This is how it is. Unless the masculine became the divine masculine when he came across the divine feminine, because the divine feminine can activate the masculine. The masculine is harder, a lot more uncommon for the masculine to activate the feminine. So we have this l'imperatore e la morte. This happens where the first line is the other side, and then, okay, because the first line is third dimension. So you have the emperor, we have the emperor, the five of pentacles, the 10 of pentacles, and the sun, and then I heard mort. So that's Tredici, that's the death card. So the death card, and this could be somebody with Scorpio and Aries energy. It can be also a new masculine, a new father. It's more of a switching. So there's a transformation. So you can get a new boss, a new property manager, a new father, a new husband, a new divine masculine, a new business partner. I heard the word new leader, new leadership here. And then you have the emperor and the sun. So that's authority as well. That can also be Melchizedek. We have the two of pentacles. So swapping places. We're getting assigned to a new feminine or new masculine is what I'm feeling. Because we have also the star card. So we were left out, or they were left out in the cold. And they might be trying to swap us out. I feel like the masculine was left out in the cold, and they need to swap us out. They need to come into our lineage and leave their lineage. Lineage could be the destined agreement, because the 10 of Pentacles stands for lineage, but it's lineage that's established upon the earth. If it's just the soul lineage, it could talk about their ancestor lineage. It could talk about the 10 of Cups. This could also talk about what's in the record. This also, the word for this is intended. This is what was supposed to happen. If the 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles come out, it means destined as well. Okay, so yeah, so we're receiving somebody, a new suitor here, somebody who's ready to commit. And it's this masculine. The masculine needs to be, they needed to be reassigned. They needed a new assignment. They couldn't They were left out in the cold and they need to come back in from the cold. So this is the reunion card with this. Okay, so they're looking for somebody to recommit to themselves because they had to leave a situation. They were attached to a place that was not, it wasn't yielding any investment, and they've decided upon us. They're gonna cross paths with us. Star card with the two of wands. La Stella, yeah. So they're gonna come, this is walking down the road. Yeah. I've been running down that road, been running up that hill, been running in that building. So I'm hearing the feminine say, I would never do such a thing to you. You know, that's hard for me to place because I don't actually like nurturing, soothing. That actually turns me off. I would prefer to be that energy. So I'm hearing the feminine say, like, boiling it down, paraphrasing here, I'll love you, I'll nurture you, I'll soothe you. You know, come with me, just come on. Like, let's travel together. Let's go on that pilgrimage together. Let's go to higher ground together. We can reach the stars together. I don't know what you're doing with that mess, is what I'm hearing. So, okay, because this was a different vibe. We got another mother effer, because that's what brought me to the table. Okay. So somebody was either rejected, left out in the cold. It was lukewarm, placid, and tepid. It wasn't going nowhere. It was sitting there on the back burner, something of that nature, something of that kind. There was an offer that either wasn't understood, mistook, misrepresented, mispresented, misunderstood, misjudged, misperceived. And somebody's now all of a sudden wanting to come back because they've been out in the cold, they've been withdrawn within themselves. And they could also be a Virgo moon. And I feel like the perpetrator in this situation is a Virgo moon. The previous person that was in the commitment, and they might have used some type of, because it's still showing them in a commitment, but I don't feel that they were in a commitment. So that tells me that this is the sorceress, somebody that used some kind of personal effects. Could be menses, could be hair, it could be fetish, it could be other personal effects. It can't even be a picture that's been prayed over for 9 days or more. And they're an opposer here. They're contesting this new connection, and they're doing it in the future. So they've gone into the spiritual already, because now we're the divine feminine coming out. The divine masculine was started out, and now we have the divine feminine here. So let's read this down. Just come on, angel. Come on, darling. Yeah, this is, I feel like the divine masculine is being reassigned, and the divine feminine also needs to get reassigned too. And the divine feminine is having a glow up here, is what I'm getting. If it comes out face up, it's the feminine. Because I read mostly for the feminine. If it comes out face down, it's the masculine, unless I know, unless otherwise stated. Let's put it that way. I don't want to give a bunch of framework here. Okay, what is this? Don't do that. Ew, disgusting. Excuse me, I'm throwing a tantrum. I don't do mess. I do not do it. It must be clean, serene, and purified. It must be tidy and organized, or my presence is not required. Okay. Sorry, Mama had to throw a tantrum, but we got it. I don't do no mess, child, let me tell you. Okay. So what I'm getting is as such, the Empress has options here, but actually the Empress has come across somebody that is returning to their destiny, because there was some competition, conundrum, karma, challenge, and there is somebody external that is either sitting on a throne as Empress and she's about to be dethroned. Somebody wants to take the spot of this divine masculine, but they're not willing to do the thing to keep that spot. They actually might even be a demon. I just heard the word vampiress. So this is an energy sucker, a leech, a chi snarl. And the Two of Pentacles swap places. And get them to swap places. Yeah, it's that Kate Bush song. We're running up that road, we're running up that hill, we're running in that building. If I, yeah, okay. If I could, I'd make a deal with God and get him to swap our places. So this feminine, I don't feel like she's the external feminine, not us. She's obviously distorted feminine. She's sitting on a throne either too long or a throne that's not hers or something of that nature. Because the feminine, we are looking towards the future, and his masculine is trying to heal his past. And it's not like he hasn't done it. It's that he keeps needing to answer for the past or come back to the past and heal things or make sure that everything is kind of situated. With the star card, it's not depression. The double card is not here. There's no pessimism. I'm feeling with the Five of Wands and the star card, he had to leave his spot with the Eight of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Make some kind of cold, harsh change. Leave it. Leave a situation. Leave a connection. Death card, Emperor. He had to make a inevitable, irrevocable transition, a permanent ending. And he's fair, so he's doing things in a balanced way. But with the star card, it's not about cosmic law. It's about being guided by faith, not by sight. So, I mean, there's romantic, charming, diplomatic, fair, idealistic, social, clever, smart. There was somebody, he was dealing with somebody indecisive, ambivalent, lazy, fearful, unreliable. So they wanted the benefits without the work. They wanted the glory without the testament, the testimony. They wanted the glory without going to judgment. Yeah. Just come on, angel. Come on, darling. Yeah, if I could, I'd make a deal with God and get him to change places. So he's breaking barriers, but this is on our side. So yeah, so he told the universe exactly what he wanted, and it's manifesting here because we would have had to go overcome something as well. And I'm being told to switch this. So this might be a masculine reading. I'm reading the masculine down. His channel is very wide open to me. I don't read men that often that I don't have personal access to. I mean, a lot of men come to me with their friends or in my community, and they don't come to me on the channel like 2 or 3 a year. You know, it's all women or queer. You hear what I'm saying? So, and when I say men, I mean like anatomically male attracted to female. That to me is the man that I'm talking about. Queer men is a different category. I work with a lot of third gender. I'm indigenous myself, third gender. Okay. So I'm not overlooking queer men. I'm just saying you don't present spiritually as a man if you're queer. Normally, if you're coming to me, definitely. I'm not saying they don't exist. I don't come across them easily. Because I don't need to explain more, do I? Because I don't want to. Okay, good. So I got this man's channel open. Let's just talk about him. Let's talk to him. Okay. So here's the deal, buddy. Clearly, what I'm seeing is that there was conflict around the previous connection and it needed to be left. Things went to hell. 2 5s, they went to hell. They depleted. It was chaos, anarchistic, competition, conundrums, crossing, karma, some compounding cascade of karma. And there was a hope, a wish, a dream, a prayer. And we were called here with the Eight of Cups and the Star card. We were called to leave the situation, to remove our attachment. This person, though, is entangled. I do feel like the masculine is dealing with somebody that's doing sorcery. Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, the Hermit. That's a high level witch. And see, here, he needed to break barriers. He needed to bust up out of some stuff. Okay. So there are so many barriers stopping us from being together. I'm trying my best to become a better person so I can knock down the walls for you and eventually with you. Realizing the truth with the understanding that you must push forward with the connection, removing obstacles that resulted in cultural differences, family situations, or sexual orientation. Okay, I'm getting a channel. I understand what my mom said when she came to me this morning. That's my business. I'll keep it to myself. But now I understand the mother effer. Somebody is uncertain here, and they don't know how to speak up, and they need the feminine energy, or they need the receptive energy, or they need us, the one watching this video, to be strong for them. And I don't like that, because that's what I need. I need that from you, strength. Okay, so I would, of course, just bypass right through that. I would not see that. Okay, but feminine strength is different. It's the ability to endure. Masculine strength is it's able to push something back. It's able to stand in defense against. Okay, and feminine energy stands in defense because. So it's a different polarity there. And this masculine is just trying to figure out what happened. That's why he keeps looking back towards the past. That's what I kept getting. Like, he's looking back towards the past, but not to defend and not to regain, to recapture. It's to inform the future and to clear the way. So that's why we have this barrier, breaking barrier situation. And I am getting somebody questioning their orientation. So what's also difficult to understand is that they're like looking out. So they were up until recently looking outside of themselves for answers. They were looking for a clue. Our connection is very intense and confusion, but I'm trying to understand our undeniable bond. You were brought to me to teach me things and to bring awareness to my own existence. Because I'm feeling this. Just come on, just come on, just come on. This is what we're saying to him. Just come on, just get over here. Just let's do this together. Let's be about this together. Let's stand on business. Let's pull through, come through. Let's be about it. And the masculine needs a little bit of soothing because there's so much conflict around them, but it's petty Eddie. It's petty Eddie. 2 5s here. Petty. That's what is bothering you, buddy. Your priorities are misaligned, to say the least. I don't want to deal with bullshit. I'm sorry. Go wipe your ass and come home, because that's stank. Okay, that's stank. Don't give me bullshit. Don't come to me with that ish. Do not. So that's how I feel. That's what I'm getting in turmoil. So, and this is on our side. Okay. So again, I'm being told to switch. I'm so confused. This is some bull, because I need a system, a structure. I don't do flappy. I don't know. So I'm just going to ask direct command from now on. Okay. So it may be that we're really twins, and that our polarities switch. That's fine, but they should switch according to the nodal axis. So that's every 18 months, you'll see a reorganization in the relationship. And every 18 months opens a gate where the energies can shift over the next 6 months. And then you solidify the energy over the next year for a lesson or journey to complete, to culminate, and then you kind of shift again. Masculine has feminine energy, feminine has masculine energy as well, but their polarity will always be one thing. Does that make sense? The feminine's polarity will be feminine. The masculine's polarity will be masculine, even though they'll switch a little bit further along the spectrum every 18 months or so. We have inner turmoil, doubting and questioning decisions, fight between the mind and the heart, feeling worried, conflicted, agitated, and unhappy with life's changes or choices. That's not us. We're standing on business. 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Empress. We ready to get somebody to commit to us. We're not looking for anything else. If you don't gonna come with the commitment, if you don't clearly choose us, we don't have it for you. That's what's up, buddy. What's going on with this little man? Okay, face down is him. Face up is, okay, I get it now. I get it. I'm yelling at the spirits. No new beginning. Something's here for you, boo. Come get this. Fresh start with an open mind, knowing where you lacked in the past and using that to create success. Allowing yourself to accept changes that might bring good things to you. remorseful through actionable change, wants to undo wrongs and rights. So we want to balance things out. And that's just the thing. Don't try to soothe somebody, a man. We can assure him, if that makes sense. But to soothe something, I have some reservations there. I'll just tell you. I need to understand that polarity really well, or I can't endorse that. Now, if we're called to do that, then maybe that's what we should be like. Say, hey, I'm being called to soothe you. Is there support that you need? Is there something I could do for you? Versus, woo, coo, coo, kumbaya, lullaby. Ooh, you're boo-boo. Let me kiss it better. Let me wipe your ass for you. What are you doing? What are you doing? So that's just where I'm at with that. We have the Three of Wands. So more conflict is coming, and it's this Virgo moon here. Now, she doesn't have to be a Virgo moon. She could also be a Gemini rising. Or she could be a high-level witch, a sorceress, actually, because we have the Page of Swords. So we know that somebody is sneaking around. With the Empress here, we know that somebody's sneaking around, and that we're on bated breath a little bit. We have to have some kind of secure perimeter, Four of Swords. The Temperanza. So he is healing, and he's doing a good job of healing. It just comes with energy that stinks, because we know that there's enemies out there that are looking for a way to seize. They're looking for a vulnerability. Cavalli di Spadi, Knight of Swords. With the Ten of Swords, they're looking for a way to destroy. That be the truth. So Ten of Swords, clarified by the Temperance and the Knight of Swords, is saying that we're healing from a betrayal or a devastation. And it's mostly healing on the masculine side. On the feminine side, we're looking at what to do. We have some strategies, some tactics. Let me tell you, darling, don't go out there and attack nobody. This is not the season of return to sender. Since it's a karmic year, the universe itself is going to be doing that. All we do is cleanse and purify and add another layer of protection. So if that Nine of Swords is you seizing an opportunity to protect somebody, if you're seizing an opportunity to put up some warning, to put up some boundaries, okay, that's a different story. Because we also know with the Four of Swords and the Page of Swords that we need to protect. And with the Three of Wands, Four of Wands clarifying this Temperance, it's saying that more onslaught. Something's coming. It's like we need to harden security. Something's going to come and test the perimeter, test how strong we are. There is something coming to really what I'm getting in our Oracle of the Future here. Sorry. What I'm getting is somebody wants to do a sneak attack where they get us busy on one front while we're unsecure on the other front. They're not going to try to throw an egg at our front door and we open the door and we're looking who's there when really they're sneaking through the back door to steal. And what they want is to see us devastated so that our energy will be low enough to control something so that they can switch places with us. So this person on the outside, their vibration wasn't high enough to keep. What happened was the masculine outgrew them. And the masculine has to let them go. Because the masculine surpassed them and that they weren't willing to grow together. So they had to grow apart. Because what would have happened was the masculine had to stop growing in order to stay with this. Okay, I'm going to say this heifer ass hoe is heifer. I'm hearing that word heifer. Okay, so you know this is the ancestors talking. So the masculine would have had to stay the same in order to stay with that heifer is what I'm hearing. And somebody's grandma was like, no, no. And this person's mother is still alive. The masculine's mother is still on earth. And if that's not the case, then they were married to this person because they made a commitment. Pentacles, she's the Queen of Pentacles. She's already received her offer. And she's trying to switch places with us because we are a much better candidate. We're the Empress and she's just the Queen. And he left her out in the cold, Five of Pentacles, or she left him out in the cold, Queen of Pentacles, and he's the Five of Pentacles. She left him out in the cold, or she did something where it depleted the situation completely. There was nothing left here. There was nothing left here. There was nothing left here for him to work on or towards. It was all gone. Eight of Cups, he had to walk away, leaving an attachment behind. Five of Wands, because it was bottom feeder, crab in a barrel, in a bucket, bottom of the barrel kind of deal. Somebody wanted to police him at a low vibration, keep him stuck on stupid, keep him stuck on a low, unevolved, suboptimal timeline. So that's why we're on our side. Just come on, just come on, just come on, just come on, angel, just come on, darling. Like, let me make it better for you. Okay. Give him the path to make it better for himself. I'm just gonna say it like that. Do not go coddling on a man, honey. Do not go do that. Because that's a nurturing wound that we have as the feminine. We want to kiss somebody's boo-boo and make them feel better so that we know they'll never leave us. 10 of Wands. So it was hell on earth. I'll just say it right there. 7 of Wands. So we are what's called brigado. Remember I was saying we need to harden our security. We're going to be taking hits. 7 of Wands. That's what I was talking about. Brigado. So it means that we need to stand strong during the fire because somebody feels entitled. They want to be the best. They want to be at the top of the food chain. And maybe they were for a second, but they're not. Things have shifted. Things have evolved. There's been a movement, a transition here. The Death card and the Knight of Wands, there's been a transition here, a movement. So now we need to, again, call some shots. And this person, this masculine, if he's not an Aries rising or Mars in Aries, because we do have that Mars in Aries here, we've known him before and he went off to somebody else. And for whatever reason, we're taking him back. We're putting him under our protection. So we're covering him spiritually because the temperanza did come out. I did see that. So we're putting this man under our protection. And we're putting a block. So what that means is that we're more powerful than this witch he was attached to before. Her little horse pucky, her little malarkey, her little bull-ish ain't gonna work. And she feels some kind of way. Now, also, it would mean that his vibration is higher with us, which means that we're more of a match. So it's karma. It's karma. Justice card here with the 5 of Wands. The universe had to adjudicate this contract because there needed to be a mediator here. And it was time. This was a contract, a spiritual contract we had with this person. They had to go away and get wounded to understand our value. But the person that they were attached to ain't gonna leave them alone. So they're kind of stuck in a place. They need the goddess of justice. Not this Lady Fortuna, they need the goddess of justice because we have a hotline to the creator. Hangman, Wheel of Fortune. So we know how to put things in God's hands or slide things across God's desk. We need to say, hey, Baba, hey, All-Father, let me put this in front of you right quick. Let me get your eyes on this, homie. Oh, daddy. We don't call Sky Daddy, homie. But yeah, that's what this is. Somebody returned to us after being out in the cold and they had to get tossed around. Yeah. So they went out and got their hands in something else. They might have been pretending like they were about work or whatever, but they needed to know that for sure what this was. And we surrendered. This white flag ain't about retreat or we surrendered to the Lord, and we do have that hangman. So we surrendered to the Lord, and Lord gave us love. This came back healed. But we have to deal with the truth of the situation, which means you hurt me. I have a wound here, number one. But he's traumatized. With the Four of Swords, it's gone now. He's traumatized. He hurt us, and he's the one that ended up with the wound. Because it gave us unconditional love, King of Cups, and it gave us our God duties and obligations and responsibilities, and it gave us the key to the universe, at least to the world, with the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune. That made us a key maker, a king maker, a millionaire maker, a mint, somebody able to print the prototype, the golden prototype. And see, this other person felt like a golden goose, but she wasn't producing any golden eggs. She might have even been sacrificing her soul to hold on to this masculine. Because the way that this reads is God did not like the contract anymore. He voided it. I wish that we had the Five of Swords. Yeah. I hope that you're the one. If not, you are the prototype. Who sings that? We tiptoe to the sun. That Andre 3000 or Outcast. I think I'm in love again. I can't remember. It's either Andre 3000 or the Outcast. So they were a false twin, this external party. Now, internal to us, at the time we were together, we just weren't getting enough. You may think you found the one, but they wouldn't cause you so much stress if they were. Wake up and realize this connection is the real deal. Thank you very much. So he was pretending that he was busy with work when he was trying to replicate our energy with somebody else he could control. So he was a little weakling, untouchable at the beginning. But he manned up right quickly because he got left out in the cold and saw us bossing up, glowing up. And for some reason, we give him forgiveness. Two of Pentacles, we do forgive him. Okay, I can see why my mama came and woke me up this morning because, I got one of those. I don't accept nobody back. I'm sorry. If you didn't see my value, I barely see my value. So if you didn't see it when you had access to me, homie, I guarantee you're not going to get access to me again. That's just what's up. That's just what's up. Unless I did something wrong and stupid, you're not coming back towards me. It's just because one of us had to be on the up and up. And it was me. I know how I am. I will give you the time to correct your mistake. And I will say to your face, hey, this is what's up. This is how I feel. This is what I want from you. I'm going to give you a moment. You don't have to agree with me, but don't argue with me. Don't curse in my face. Don't act a fool and disrespect me to my face. We'll be okay. I'll give you about 2 weeks. So it's 10 days you get. Because after 16, I'm out. But look at this power couple. So there's something here. Because he was trying to settle. He was going to get less than he deserved, but he really had a false twin. And see, the thing is, he tried to replicate our energy with some other, that's why they're calling her a heifer. Okay. Bloated self-image. Okay, this is from him. Okay, so he just drove off. He went off somewhere else. I was always so hot and cold with you, and I know that was confusing. Our connection was too much for me to handle, and that was the only way I could deal with it. Okay, so we were like, listen, I surrender. White flag. Okay, the unicorn. White flag. I love horses and I love cats. All cats, large and small, even mythological. All horses, large and small, even mythological. Okay. Equine and feline. That's me. Hi. Okay, so, you know, this be clear enough to me. I need to get off this channel because I feel like I'm rambling. I don't want to talk. I don't want to speak for a dude. You can speak for yourself, homie. Learn how to do that. Okay, that's what's up. That's just what's up. Okay. Yeah, what I just said. What I said is what I said. So what I'm getting is to my sis out there. Listen, to my sisters out there. There's a wound here, and it's a shared wound. Okay, but he ended up being the one that was traumatized. So he might have thought he was hurting us by going and getting with some fake copy, some counterfeit. And she was doing some nasty. I'm getting that she was doing Strigeria on him, which is the really, it's compulsion magic. It's taking away somebody's free will. Okay, it's not quite baneful. It's more. It's not angry, hater, cursing kind of energy. It's more about like taking away somebody's free will, like love spells or compulsion spells or things of that nature. But now there's new beginnings on his side. Fresh start with an open mind, knowing where you lacked in the past, using that to create success, allowing yourself to accept changes that might be good things to you, bring good things to you. We need to let go of our issues and work through our struggles by recognizing what went wrong, how we played a part in it. I love you too much to let you go. Let's start new. Okay, so he's going to come back now with loyalty, protective energy, intuitive, caring, devoted, perceptive, tenacious. This is what we were to them. So that means that they were overly sensitive, moody, and vindictive. There were secrets. So we have a willingness to let go. Two of Pentacles is King of Cups is on our side here. Our connection is very intense and confusing, but I was trying to understand our undeniable bond. You were brought to me to teach me things, to bring awareness to my own existence. Yeah, but see, we were getting hurt. They weren't enough. Causes you emotional distress and creates conflicts. You are unsure of their feelings towards you, and you give more than they do. They do not help you grow, and you feel uncomfortable around them. So yeah, it is her. Thank you very much. Okay, so we got the channel. This was weird. Some masculine problems is what this is, and I'll put this out as soon as I can. Have a good day, darling. I'll talk to you soon. If anything resonated deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, darling.